What's up, ladies and gentlemen? So today we're going to be explaining a little bit of God of War 4 and Norse mythology. So what you all know is it is Norse mythology, and something you may not know is the fact that God of War 4 is using the same mythology that Thor is in. So I'm going to read this little snippet from this article for you real quick, and it's going to explain it a little bit to you about what this theory is, and then I'll go in depth about the fan theory on the fan theory side of it. Okay, so here we go. The link is in the description, by the way. A lot of people started assuming Kratos' son was Thor because the arrows he fires has some sort of lightning property, and because, let's face it, Thor is the most recognizable Norse god. However, I started poking around and found out about Uller. According to Mythology.org, Uller is an excellent archer, hunter, skater, and skier, handsome, warlike, and an especially apt deity to invoke before a duel. So now we can start seeing the similarities with the kid on the demo we read on a little longer, and see Uller is the son of the grain goddess Sif, and therefore the stepson of the thunder god Thor. Okay, so he is the stepson, right, of Thor and the son of Sif. But from the demo, I got the feeling that the boy's mother was also a huntress, and that she had died, or maybe she just left, man. If we go to Wikipedia and search for Sif, we find out a bit more about her that might be the biggest clue of all this. In the Prose-Edda, Sif is named as the mother of the goddess, I'm gonna butcher this name, I swear to God, Prior by Thor and Uller, with a father whose name is not recorded. A father whose name is not recorded? I mean, you already know that's Kratos. With the beard, the big man Kratos. The theory I saw running around is that Kratos was training his son, Thor, to become a god, and then Odin came around to steal his son and claim it as his own, explaining the ghost seen in the demo. But what I think will explain is that Thor might be angry at Kratos for having a child with his wife Sif, and Uller for being that child. So Thor might be sending monsters after them, and eventually we get to face him ourselves. Then Odin and possibly all the other Norse gods also get angry at Kratos as he goes on another murderous godly rampage. So, basically Kratos is his son Uller. He's not Thor, but Kratos fits in the mythology with Uller's unnamed dad. And Thor is, pissed off at Kratos for doing inappropriate things with his wife. So he's hunting Kratos and sending a bunch of monsters at him. So the fan theory behind this is essentially that this is going to be almost like the original God of War series. Because, in the original God of War series, the gods of the Olympus, they were all pissed off at Kratos, I mean. And, I think at one point, don't quote me on this because I can't remember for sure because it's been a while since I played it, but I think at one point you fight Zeus in God of War. And not only that, but now moving on with this Norse mythology, it makes sense because Uller's father was hated by the gods, and Kratos is hated by the gods, and Thor sent monsters to try to kill Uller's father because, he did things with Sif and had Uller. So with all the monsters being sent out to try to kill Kratos and Uller, and with them having to leave in the beginning away from Sif, that points to the fan theories that has got to be what's happening here. And if you remember, when you see the sea serpent, there's a lightning bolt and stuff. So Thor is definitely, not very happy with Kratos. And it even fits in even further with the God of War series because Zeus was a thunder god. Thor is a thunder god. And if they both hate Kratos, then this series, we have hope for it moving forward. So, let's see. How are we going to be able to make this game and the fan theories stand together? Well, you see, we're going to have to wait till the game releases first. But from what we've seen so far, all this Norse mythology stuff, I mean, at first it seemed crazy boring with them doing Norse mythology, but the more you look into it, the more you see that this is going to be no different than the original God of War series. It's just going to be snow and different things and stuff. So Kratos is still going to be the god killer. He is still going to be the monster hunter, the most powerful warrior in all the land. So basically, I guess what I'm trying to say for this video is Kratos his son is Uller, and Kratos is that unnamed father. So, with all this weaving around, I honestly think at some point in the new God of War series, we're gonna have to be fighting Thor. And if we fight Thor, just imagine him being played by the same guy that plays Thor in the movies. That would be amazing. And imagine if this leads to Thor having Kratos in a Thor movie. I mean, that would be phenomenal. I think that might actually be the first video game movie that does any good, because you'd have the backing of Marvel and then you'd have Kratos in it. Like, dude, imagine that. It would be phenomenal. So yeah, that's essentially this fan theory. So we're going to be touching on more fan theories too. So if you want to hear more and more fan theories of God of War 4 and the God of War universe, make sure you hit that like button and drop a comment down below letting me know, and hit that subscribe button. Every subscription we gain, every like we get, and every comment and every view, it makes me more wanting to do these videos. I know God of War is not the most popular thing on the world, on my channel at least, but we gotta build the fan base up for that, you know? We gotta pull in my regular fan base, and we gotta pull in new people. So, you know, spread the word, share this with your friends, share it on Reddit, do what you want with it, buddy. Cause this is our channel, man. We got a lot we gotta be doing with this from here on out with God of War. And it's not slowing down, whether it's getting 10, 15 views or 10, 15,000 views. It's not gonna slow down. But yeah, my name is CRUZANDO. Try not to die, and I'll see you in the next video.